everybody, this is Joel Wood, your lobbyist in Washington. Just behind me, the inaugural parade was on Monday, and we are busy preparing for our annual legislative summit coming up just week after next, February 5th and 6th, where I know we are going to have a fascinating program still coming together with interesting speakers and a lot of new challenges to the organization from a government affairs and advocacy standpoint. Certainly the biggest issues on our minds right now are related to implementation, of course, of the Affordable Care Act. It is the reality, it is the law, and we are moving primarily to the regulatory sphere and working very closely and assiduously with officials at HHS, the Department of Labor, and in the states as the implementation of the Act moves forward. There is a moral imperative, I believe, for us to do everything that we can as an organization to make sure that this Act is implemented with the least pain, with the least sticker shock, and to preserve the employer-provided group health insurance system. And there are so many moving parts to this right now. The political legislative options are really going to be limited, and they're going to be in whatever grand bargain may ultimately emerge whenever they move past this sort of kicking the can down the road with respect to the debt limits, sequestration, and the like. And just as we saw in the grand bargain that was reached between Speaker Boehner and the White House and Mr. McConnell just before New Year's, we saw the Class Act and some other big provisions in the Affordable Care Act that were addressed. And there are going to be some opportunities, particularly on the tax front. But there is no rollback. There is no way that I can envision, for example, the minimum medical loss ratio, agent-broker carve-out actually occurring in a legislative format. Here are the things that we are most concerned about right now, and it does go to that sticker shock question. If you combine the reality of the premium tax, the reinsurance tax that are all going to be kicking in on employers with the fact that open enrollment has not yet been, the guidance there has not yet been released by the Department of HHS. And if we have combine that with the fact that the penalties for not having insurance are extremely low. On the individual side, they're just $95 in the first year. And all of the other competing pressures with respect to the age bands, the 3-to-1 age band that the administration and congressional Democrats, when they passed the Affordable Care Act, they yielded to AARP, essentially, on those age bands. The pressure to keep young, healthy people in the health insurance marketplace is going to be enormous. And the threat of adverse selection is likewise going to be incredibly enormous. So we're working with policymakers, with legislators to try, because we believe that HHS and the Obama administration have a tremendous amount of flexibility in this implementation to do open enrollments in a limited period of time, to do what Massachusetts did. They had to learn their lesson the hard way about adverse selection, and they went back to the drawing board and decided that someone had to be without insurance for a full 6 months before they could qualify for exchange coverage in the connector. There are many, many components to those elements of flexibility, and we're looking forward to working with the administration as best we can, adjusting to the new political realities, the new players on Capitol Hill. It's going to be a hell of a ride, so strap your seatbelts on. Hope we'll have a good time doing it. All the best.